Hey, Timberwolves.
Hey, Timberwolves. Hey,
How's it going?
Happy week 2 of Wellness with your counselors. Counselors would like to remind you that we're here for you.
We're still trying to figure out this whole distance learning process, but we are being proactive with our time. We're doing what we can do to make sure that this process is easy and enjoyable for all of us.
You know, we really do miss seeing you guys and having those face-to-face interactions, both with students, with staff, family members, and we really can't wait to get back on campus.
And in the meantime, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to us through email or set up those virtual meetings. We really enjoy having those face-to-face, somewhat virtual interactions with you. So make sure you're reaching out.
If you guys are going a little stir crazy like us and you guys are wondering about some self-care tips that you could be doing during this time of COVID-19 pandemic, we want to share with you a couple self-care tips.
All right, so I'm going to share my screen here with you guys so you're able to see it and know what the heck we're talking about. We know that during this time, we're trying to figure out, like, who do I want to be during this whole COVID-19? When we come out on the other half of it, like, where am I? Was I in a specific zone the whole time, or was I able to kind of grow through this? So in counseling, we always talk about wanting you guys to grow as individuals, and we're here to help support you with that. So one of the first areas that we feel like the majority of us started off with this whole thing is that fear zone, right? That's when we're running out of toilet paper, we're grabbing food, all these things that we really don't need in that dark blue zone. Then also, if you feel like you're sitting here and going like, yeah, I'm spreading emotions related to fear and anger, that's all that's on my social media account, that would still put you in that fear zone. Or complaining frequently, or forwarding all messages that you receive to all of your friends in like kind of a panic mode, or getting mad easily. If you're identifying with those and that's what the majority of your day-to-day looks like, that would mean that you're still in that fear zone of this.
The second part of it is that learning zone. So you start to give up what you can't control. Okay. So again, we're all in this together. We're all feeling all these different feelings that we're feeling, and it's normal and it's natural, and we all are in this. So instead of focusing on the things that we can't control, like when we're going to go back to school or what normal life's going to look like or how long this is going to last, we can only control what we can control, which is our emotions, how we react to things, how we interact with others. Learning also that you can't continue to compulsively like do what hurts you, whether that be that you're going to the food, or that you're going to your social media, or you're watching the news compulsively trying to look at stuff. So again, knowing that those things maybe are not what's good for you right now, and kind of backing up from that. And be able to identify the emotions. You know, anger is a type of emotion that usually is a secondary to some other type of emotion that you're feeling. So really kind of like take that moment to figure out, what is it that I'm feeling? What is my emotion? And then proceeding that way and figuring out how to better yourself and learn from that. Becoming aware of the situations, thinking about how to act, evaluating information before spreading something false. So again, we are all getting so much different information during this time, and different people are telling us different things that may happen or may not happen. And before you start spreading that around, really do your own research and learning yourself to know, like, that might not be the right thing, or you know what, that's not, you know, where I'm at or where I want to go with it. Okay. So think about stuff, ask us if you need to, or ask somebody that's a trusted adult to figure out that kind of information before you start spreading it. And then lastly, recognize that we're all trying to do our best, right? And everybody's here together and we're all feeling all these emotions. So, you know, recognize that and know that the only way that we can all get through this is by learning and growing through it. And the first part of learning is to be able to know that you're not in this alone, and that we can come together even though we're apart. So moving to the growth zone.
Onto the growth zone. So one of the things that's important about this is to develop an outward focus. You can be inward focused, and that's going to hold you tight in that fear zone. But if you develop an outward focus and realize that, okay, so how can I be proactive with what's going on? How can I do things that are going to help me feel better and potentially help others feel better around me? So you think of others and see how to help them. See what kind of talents you have that you can bring to the table and share those things. Try to keep your mind focused in the present and consider what's coming in the future, because we know it's all going to get better. Be empathetic with yourself, like recognize that you're going through these things and realize, all right, well, let me reach out and ask for some help, or be understanding that somebody might be short-tempered and I just have to adapt to that. And maybe I don't want to react like I might instinctively react. I might need a moment to think, okay, how do I want to be with this? Be thankful for others and appreciate what they're doing for you. Try to stay happy about things and find things that make you happy and do those. Look for a way to adapt to the changes that are out there, because, you know, this is what it is right now. And it's best to just say, okay, here it is. I understand what it is. Now what I can do, or now what can I do with this? And then practice things where you're reflective, quietude, patience, support the relationships around you, and be creative on how you reach out, how you monitor yourself, and how you support others.
So, assuming that we all started in the dark blue, our goal is to be in the growth zone. Tip during this time would just be to take some time for yourself, like Mr. Kramer was saying, and reflect, whether that be through journaling, drawing, or simply expressing yourselves through a simple art collage. It's our belief that there is a better than good chance that our behaviors change for the positive as a result of this pandemic. We encourage you to focus on solutions and positive growth changes that can help you in moving forward. That's it for us for today. Thank you again for joining us on our YouTube channel. And from all of us to all of you,
we love you guys.
We love you guys.
Take care. Big hugs.
See ya. We love ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.